Here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Death Valley, weighing in at 330 pounds, the WWE Champion, The Undertaker.
That's right, our first match is going to see the LWF World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, in action, taking on an opponent of his choosing. He's not slouching, though, not taking the night off. Certainly, anyone else would have a hard time with this opponent. And maybe our champion will too. That's right. Here he is, King Booker.
And his opponent from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 251 pounds, King Booker.
King Booker making his way down the ramp, ready to take on The Undertaker in tonight's opening exhibition match here in the LWF. We thank everybody for coming by. Thank Gears for coming by and showing up early. I know a lot of people don't always like to sometimes miss the first part of the show, so definitely appreciate you being here. Appreciate everyone that supports the LWF in all that we do and trying to bring you the very best NE-Fed action. This is very much a rematch from the from that era. Gotta say, the Undertaker, of course, he's came out last week and attacked Third Gunman before Gunman's match. Gunman is the number one contender to the World Heavyweight Championship, and Undertaker sending a message early that he will be keeping an eye on Third Gunman. But right now, King Booker has made his way into the ring, taking his time as only royalty can, as he addresses his loyal subjects. And we get ready to go. There's the bell. Undertaker throwing strikes right out the bat. Just Booker up. Oh, throw it right down on top of the ropes. As Booker struggles to get to his feet, the Undertaker throwing strikes, not letting Booker get a chance, but here comes Booker. Nice strike there, goes down, drops down again. Undertaker says that's enough. Booker, Undertaker go, oh, side backbreaker by the Undertaker to King Booker. As Booker now trying to get some offense, but the big man, the dead man, having none of it. Here we go, one. It's not nearly enough to keep Booker down for three. As Booker now goes for a drop kick, shoved to the side by Undertaker. Now here, nice suplex by Booker, puts the Undertaker down. Undertaker holding his back as he gets up. Booker goes to work on the back. Well, sent over the top rope and outside the ring. Undertaker goes outside after Booker. I'm going to keep a close watch on the count there. I'd hate to have this end in a double count out, but that is definitely a possibility. Here, Undertaker, power bomb. Oh, right on to the apron, and then swings him around and slams him into the apron sideways. Booker out the back door, Russian leg sweep Good counter. Count up to 6. These guys need to get inside the ring. There goes Undertaker. Booker after him. Booker now with a wobbly Undertaker. Looks to a neck breaker. And stomping away at the Undertaker. Trying to keep the big man down. That's one of the tricks with the Undertaker, is keeping him on the ground as much as possible. Anytime he can get back to his feet, he can start throwing those strikes, which are so deadly. But if you can keep him down and out of it, see there, Undertaker, veteran move, rolling out of the ring, breaking the momentum, and now comes back in, but Booker, nice backbreaker there. Takes the Undertaker into the ropes. Oh, nope, just a little bit of a stalemate there as they collide in the middle of the ring. King Booker knocks Undertaker down with a chop. Got a lot of stuff on the show for you tonight. We've got, as I said, a big debut coming up. A tag team rematch main event. Bama Dave will be continuing his open challenge. And we'll see the European champion Crusher will be in action later on. So, like I said, a lot of stuff going on. Speaking of going on, Booker got the Undertaker set up. There's the scissor kick. Goes for the pin. Undertaker's arm is under the rope. Not enough. Booker needs to drag him out and go for that pin again. But it might have gotten Undertaker a little too much to... Just slamming Undertaker's face right into the canvas. And the crowd not picking up what Booker is putting down. There's Undertaker with a DDT, keeping Booker down on the mat. One, not enough to keep Booker down though. Undertaker going back to work. Oh, inside cradle. 1, 2. Oh, not enough again. A nice move, something you don't see from the Undertaker that often, an inside cradle or a small package. Undertaker now with those lefts and rights. It's like he's got concrete on the end of his arm sometimes with those strikes. And Booker now sends Undertaker out of the ring. Booker going to the top. Don't tell me he's going to go to the outside. Oh! Big right hand right to the Undertaker on the outside of the ring. Coming from, that hand had to be coming, you figure, 5 foot, 5'10", and then 10 feet plus however tall Booker is, 6. 16 feet, 12 feet, however far it was a lot. It was a lot of feet. And now Booker, Undertaker, able to turn the tables on the outside, sends Booker back in. Goes to work on Booker, Irish whip into the corner. Undertaker with a clothesline. Booker down to the canvas, Undertaker picks him up. And Undertaker looking for a choke slam here. There you go, just plants him in the middle of the ring. Probably going to go for a pin. Will it be enough? 1, 2. Booker kicks out again. King Booker not going down lightly for the Undertaker. But Undertaker looks like he's set up. Probably looking to give Booker the last ride here. As he, there we go. And he goes up. And down. And Booker almost goes through the canvas. 1, 2, 3. And the Undertaker wins a hard-fought match against King Booker. Wait, what? That's Gunman's music. Is Gunman coming out to face Taker? No, he's going for a Pearl Harbor job. Third Gunman attacking the Undertaker from behind, just like you would believe he would. Trying to get an advantage over the Undertaker. Gunman just waylaying the Undertaker from behind. Certainly not happy about that. I mean, the Undertaker did attack Third Gunman before his match, so I guess gravy for the goose is gravy for the gander, but still, hate to see that by anybody. But I mean, what can you expect from Third Gunman? Let's be honest. The guy says he's a lawyer. He's never shown any evidence that he is any sort of lawyer or anything more than just a guy who likes to wear a suit. And until recently wrestled in a suit, which I find extremely, almost disturbing. But what can you do? It takes all kinds, as my grandfather used to say, I guess. Here we go. Now with our next... Our next match, we're going to get the turncoat. Bama Dave. Dave, former tag team partner with D-Rod.
Making his way to the ring from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Alabama Slammer, Dave.
Of course, Dave turning his back and leaving D-Rod in the middle of a match for D-Rod to face the Ascension on his own. D-Rod ended up winning that match, but no, did he? I don't think he did win that match. I honestly can't remember at this point. I was too flummoxed from Dave abandoning his partner in the middle of a match that I can't remember the outcome of the match, because that was such a big deal. Dave and D-Rod had been thick as thieves, and Bama Dave said he was tired. They had lost the championship, and Bama Dave, I guess, tired of being in the tag division. Who will answer Bama Dave's open challenge? Oh, you got to be really,
And his opponent,
really, Dave.
from Queens, New York, weighing in at 223 pounds, Curt Hawkins.
Curt, I've got the longest losing streak in history. Hawkins coming down to the ring to face Bama Dave. Curt, one half of the Nerds tag team. Along with Zack Ryder. I guess he could be a dark horse. You never know. Anything can happen in the LWF, but after we saw Dave barely lose to Rikishi last week, I don't see much hope for Curt Hawkins in this match. With all due respect to Hawkins, I suppose, or Brian Myers or Miller or whatever his name is now on the wherever he's Curt Hawkins here anyway. Bama Dave goes around back, big suplex right out of the gate. Dave now just pushing Hawkins around. I wouldn't be surprised. The trick here is Dave might actually take Hawkins a little too lightly and toy with him. Nice snapmare by Hawkins, getting a little bit of offense in. Working the leg of Bama Dave. Hawkins, I mean, he's gotten to this point in his career. He is part of the LWF. He's not a total slouch. He has had very little momentum over the past year or so. Certainly very, very little outside of tag team competition. And now Hawkins sent into the rope by Bama Dave. A little bit of a stalemate again in the middle. Hawkins, beautiful snap suplex to Bama Dave. Getting, like I said, getting a little bit more in than I had anticipated he would. Trying to work over Bama Dave, trying to get something done here. There's another leapfrog. Dave says he's had enough running the ropes for now. Dave moves around back again. Great German suplex, belly-to-back suplex by Bama Dave. And now a clothesline into the corner. Brings Hawkins up and down out of the corner the hard way. Bama Dave now going for the pin. One. No. Not enough. As Dave now gets sent back into the ropes by Hawkins. He's sending Dave into the ropes a lot, but he hasn't really capitalized on any of these maneuvers where he's sent Dave into the ropes. Scoop power slam by Curt Hawkins, and now a big right hand to the cranium of Bama Dave. Dave a little woozy on his feet, but not too woozy as he delivers a nice right hand to Hawkins. Snapmare takedown. And Dave working a side headlock. He likes to go back to that headlock, work that neck. Hawkins gets a headlock of his own. Bama Dave picks Hawkins up on his back in a fireman's carry. What's he going to do here? Twists him around, going for a power bomb. Looks like Hawkins might get out of it. Yes, drops down. Curt Hawkins breaking the shoulder there of Bama Dave. And now Hawkins just, all right, ref, you need to get in there. That's that could be a disqualification. You need to count that man down and get that chokehold off. You're not going to find a bigger, I don't want to say not fan because I try to be as objective as I can, but I'm not one to come to Bama Dave's defense often, but an illegal maneuver is an illegal maneuver. And Dave has played it pretty straight thus far in this match. That doesn't negate all the matches where he didn't. That doesn't negate his walking out on his partner. But here we have Curt Hawkins with a side headlock on Bama Dave. This match a lot more competitive than originally thought it would be. Bama Dave again rolling out of the ring now, breaking up the momentum of Hawkins, taking a little break for himself. Hawkins upset, coming outside after Bama Dave, and now Dave goes for that stoop power slam, almost sent into the ring post. And now Dave with right hands. Dave might have finally gotten serious here with Hawkins. But no, Hawkins has the control of Dave again, puts him inside the ring. Wait, we're going to get something here. An elbow right to the forehead of Bama Dave. Curt Hawkins now going up to the top rope. Dave in the middle of the ring on the ground. Oh, huge knee drop by Curt Hawkins on Bama Dave. Now he's going to go for it again. And an elbow drop followed up. Dave still on the ground. 1, 2, 3. And Curt Hawkins, in the shocker of the night, beats Bama Dave in a one-on-one contest. Bama Dave having very little success since since going to the singles division. That is his second loss in a row. Curt Hawkins now waylaying on Bama Dave, attacking him from behind. This makes no sense at all. Hawkins running Bama Dave into the stairs to prove some kind of point. I don't know exactly what that was all about, but that is certainly not what you would expect. That's a good one, Gears. Yeah, Dave just not getting it done in singles competition so far. I guess I would say I hope he builds up some momentum, but frankly, I think maybe leaving the tag division and going out on his own, betraying D-Rod was maybe not the best plan for old Bama Dave. As he, like I said, he has done very, very little for himself outside of the win at Halloween Havoc. Again, he did put D-Rod through a table, and D-Rod is still out of action. We haven't heard anything from him since. We know that he had some bruised ribs, and I think a couple of them were even cracked. I don't know how long he'll be out, but I'm certain that we'll hear from him in the coming weeks on the nature of his injuries and any sort of timetable for him to come back. Right now, the European champion is going to be in action.
Making his way to the ring from the United States of America, weighing in at 220 pounds, the European champion, Crusher.
All right, Crusher, another man who turned his back on the whole LWF universe, was once a proud fan favorite, and turned his back on all of his fans with his obsession over this European title. Lost it to Dr. Bob and then won it back at the next pay-per-view, and now looks to hold on to it. Crusher calling out his number one contender, Ricky Steamboat, or, well, not calling him out. Ricky Steamboat interrupted Crusher's victory speech last week and challenged him to a one-on-one match. Ricky Steamboat is the number one contender for that title, so he has the right to challenge for a match. Tonight, though, Crusher will be going against another long-time European champion.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 270 pounds, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes coming down to the ring, getting ready to take on Crusher, the European champion. What's up? Georgia Assassin has joined the chat. Good to see you. Heard you built a staircase on a raft, so that's exciting stuff there. Speaking of exciting, we've got Dusty Rhodes versus Crusher. Crusher here, ready to take on Big Dust. And there's the bell. We'll get to it. Going with the lockup right out of the gate into the corner. Dusty better be careful here. I don't know if you're going to get a clean break from Crusher. Dusty, there we go. Clean break. Come back out. Crusher with the arm bar. Takes him down. Crusher working that arm and shoulder of Dusty. Might be trying to maybe get rid of those some of the strength in those punches. Right now, Dusty reverses it, cranking on that shoulder of Gears. Oh, big exchanges of right hands from Dusty and Crusher. Crusher sent down, and Dusty going after him. Crusher, what? Hold on. Dusty's still in the ring. Crusher, I guess he's taking a timeout, taking a little bit of a walk. But hold on, he's going to walk off all the way. No, there's Ricky Steamboat. Steamboat hits Crusher, sends Crusher back into the ring. Dusty Rhodes waiting on Crusher. Crusher with a big right hand to Dusty. Ricky Steamboat just keeping Crusher from walking out on his matchup with Big Dust. Is Dusty now. That delayed suplex to Crusher. Dusty now in control of the European champion. Brings Crusher up. Crusher wobbly on his feet. Dusty now working the leg and the knee. Going after Crusher. Again, we have a, we saw Bama Dave's open challenge. He fell to Curt Hawkins. Wow, very nice move by Dusty. Not something I've seen from him going from that middle rope. Crusher gets a 2 count out of it against Crusher. We also have a big debut coming up in our next match. A former WWC talent. Got a lot of WWC guys coming in lately. Signed a big round of contracts to bring some more people in. So we're going to have some debuts over the next few weeks. Maybe even one at Starrcade. Not sure yet. Oh, there's a bulldog by Dusty Rhodes to Crusher, and then just hammering away at his forehead. So definitely you'll want to be tuning in to see who shows up and where they, what kind of waves they try and make as we bring in even more original talent. Well, I guess original WWC talent to the LWF. Our EFED continues to grow with every we've also had a mass exodus. A lot of people, a lot of the legends have left to make room for these new signings. So we're going to start having, we might even, by the end of it, end up with a more creator wrestler heavy EFED than legends. Here you 1, 2, Crusher kicks out at 2 from the rope-a-dope from Dusty Rhodes. Now Dusty looking for Crusher, waiting for him to get up. Might be going for that big elbow. There it is. The bionic elbow from Dusty Rhodes puts Crusher down. Crusher on his back. 1, 2. Oh, just kicks out in time. Crusher barely making it out of the pin after the big bionic elbow. Crusher now with a European uppercut. Ooh, jumping DDT to Dusty Rhodes, kicking him into the middle of the ring. The LWF Universe not happy about that. Certainly they can't be happy about him kicking out of Dusty's big bionic elbow. Again, thanks everybody for coming by. Thank those in the chat. Anyone watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Tell everybody. Tell everybody how you saw Dusty and the Crusher go 20-minute Broadway on a television, on a EFED weekly program. Dusty getting a little momentum up. Oh, takes him right into the throat, right into that second rope, and now just unceremoniously dumps Crusher to the floor as he picks Crusher up, and then there's a big left hand, right hand, some chops. Dusty working over Crusher, has been in control the majority of this match. Now just talking smack to Crusher as he lays there on the floor motionless. Crusher out of it. I'm not even sure he knows where he's at. Of course, Dusty needs to remember where he's at on the outside of that ring. Don't want to get counted out. Count up to 6. Dusty sends Crusher back in. Comes in himself. Well, Dusty gets under those ropes fast, doesn't he? Never seen a big man move so fast getting back into the ring. Dusty dropping the knees on the back, on the small of the back of Crusher. Almost like a broken record. If it's good once, I guess it's good 10 times. But now he drags Crusher back out into the middle of the ring. and lifts him up. What's he going to go for now? Oh, and another set of the rope-a-dope here. And the double heart punch. And Crusher goes down. Dusty goes for the pin. 1, 2. Crusher kicks out at 2 again. Boy, Dusty has been close several times in this match and just has not been able to put Crusher away. Going for that bionic elbow again. Let's see if he can get it. There it is. Crusher down for the count. Dusty gets the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Dusty Rhodes gets a huge victory over the European champion. There was that arm drag off the second rope. That was super impressive. Never seen that from Dusty. And now, there's the first, I'm pretty sure that's the first bionic elbow. Oh no, that's the first rope-a-dope. That was the first real good penitent where Crusher had to kick out. There's that first bionic elbow. I thought that might be it right there, but no, Crusher, very resilient competitor, was able to get his shoulder up just in time. Big Dust, though, would not relent. He just kept trying and kept going for the pins, and finally got that rope-a-dope towards the end. Didn't get the win here, but right after this, he got that bionic elbow. Dusty Rhodes with the pinfall victory, as opposed to the countout victory that he probably would have gotten if Ricky Steamboat had not interfered in the match and made sure that Crusher got back into the ring. So Ricky Steamboat sticking his nose in Crusher's business yet again, reminding Crusher, hey, I'm here. I'm the #1 contender. And he is vying for that match. I heard him earlier in Mr. Zevon's office talking to him, and he was adamant about wanting that European Championship match. He's the #1 contender. He said he hasn't lost in a long time, and that he wants that title shot at Starrcade. I don't know if they made it official. That's like I said, I heard, and I wasn't eavesdropping. Now, don't think that. I was walking by the office, and I happened to hear people talking, and I happened to stop and pay attention to what the people were talking about. The door was open. Well, it was cracked. Well, I cracked it. But anyway, that's all beside the point. Ricky Steamboat vying for a European Championship match in the near future. Now let's get down to the ring. Here we go. Rando coming to the ring.
His way to the ring from Pangaea, weighing in at 220 pounds, Rufus.
Oh, Rando the Magnificent, a signee to the LWF. He came off the Indies. It wasn't exactly what. Uh-oh. What is this? Who is this coming out? I know that. That's Cure Love.
From out of this world, weighing in at 220 pounds, K Love.
That's a former WWC, I believe, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. Was in several tag teams. Had a really good tag team run with another former WWC person, Popcorn Boy, I believe it was. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Cure Love, now a LWF competitor. She has been signed by Commissioner Zevon and will face off against Rando. I don't feel I feel a little sorry for Rando here, as she is a tough cookie. Oh, big DDT right out of the gate from Kira Love, and now boots to the back. Wearing those big goth ass-kicking boots is Kira. Taking it to Rando. I wouldn't say Rando is a standout young star. He's very, very green. But he has had some matches and has, on occasion, gotten more offense than you would expect him to. But right now, Kira just in complete control of Rando here in this match. Oh, Rando there with the knees to the head, sending Kira back, but Kira again with that DDT. Dropping Rando, going for the pin here. One, not enough to keep Rando down. Oh, just a knee right to the middle of the back of Rando, as Rando has gotten very little offense in this match. There's a beautiful suplex by Kira Love. And more knees and kicks to the back. Those strikes, those leg strikes, the kicks and the knees from Kira are devastating. And here she goes, just a simple chin lock on Rando. Rando trying to get out of it, create some separation here. There he goes with a couple of elbows. Now a knee to the abdomen. Sends Kira into the ropes. And a big boot by Rando. Now Kira in a little bit of trouble here. Rando getting some offense in. And Kira trying to get to her feet as Rando hammers on her back. Rando now, back elbow to Kira Love, and now throws her across the ring. Rando trying to show the weight difference here, but Kira again with that DDT. What a magnificent maneuver, and can just change the momentum at any point in the match. As Rando with a right hand sends Kira into the corner. Rando now with a bit of a splash there in the corner, I guess, as he goes for the, goes after the legs of Kira. Now walking around. Kick, another kick to the ribs. Rando working on the ribs in midsection of Kira Love, the newest signee to the LWF. A former WWC superstar, now wrestling under the LWF banner. Rando trying to make a statement here. Not exactly sure what his statement is. He's not necessarily call him a gatekeeper of any sorts, but certainly given Kira probably more than I think any of us thought he was going to be able to give her right out of the bat. Thirteen-time WWC champ. Gears with the Kira facts here in the chat. Going for a choke slam here is Rando. Choke slams Kira. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. No, not enough to keep Kira down. Now Rando looking for something big here. Looking for his first singles victory. Kira catches him. Now with a forearm right to the side of the face. Oh, that big boot takes Kira down again. Rando now belly-to-belly suplex. Kira still down on the mat. Rando not quite sure what to do. I don't think he anticipated her countering that big boot. He's now working over the knees and legs again. One, two, not enough. Kira kicks out. Resiliency from the new superstar in the LWF, who has thusly been had a hard time with Rando. Got some good offense in early, but Rando been in control for this match, which is I think a bit of a shock to all of us, considering how little success he's had up to this point. Of course, Kira, might have some ring rust. It has been a while since the WWC disbanded, or D-Rod quit, however you want to look at it. And now, no, still not enough. So Kira coming in could have some ring rust. You can work out all you want, but there's nothing like being in the ring to get in ring shape. And Kira now getting back to her feet. This is Kira's first match in 2 years, so yeah, we're might have to grade a little bit on a curve here if with Rando getting this much offense. And of course, then again, Kira could be playing a little bit of possum here, letting Rando punch himself out, so to speak. It was a fall away slam by Rando. Throws Kira back into the ring, goes back into the ring himself. Going up to the top rope. Kira drops a big elbow on Kira from the top rope. Going down. 1, 2, still not enough. The resiliency of this superstar is just amazing. As Rando has tried time and time again to put her away and just has not been able to. Rando now with the huge fist to the forehead of Kira Love. Rando going for the pin here. 1, 2. Kira kicks out again. Rando beside himself, and you got to think at this point he's got to be really frustrated. You can't see it on his face yet, but I mean, good Lord, the guy's done everything he could think of and still has not been able to put her away. And here comes Kira back, trying to swing the momentum back to her side. Oh, and a jawbreaker by Rando. And he's a big, almost the big ending there. And Kira kicks out even before he can get to 1. Rando trying to pump up the crowd. I don't know if that's necessarily what he wants to do. The crowd's not really too into Rando. Not to discredit the guy, he's a good worker, but doesn't have a whole lot that has stood out about him thus far. Those elbows to the chest, there's something else. And then we're seeing, I feel like we're starting to see the frustration here by Rando, as Kira just will not stay down. She will not go away. She's unrelenting in the desire to win this match. Certainly doesn't want to lose it. Here goes Rando, got her up again. Oof. That I'm not even sure what you would call that. Kind of dropped her like a sack of potatoes. A big headbutt. Kira now in the middle of the ring. She really needs to counter something, because thus far Rando has thrown everything he can at her. 1, 2, 3, and Rando wins. Not what any of us expected, I think. But after 2 years, the resiliency and the cardio of Kira Love was on display. And Kira now coming out and shaking the hand of Rando, saying good match, as Kira maybe just got a little overzealous in her debut, but certainly glad to have Kira Love here in the LWF, and will certainly make any division she's in much more contested. But as he said, 2 years off, 2 years away is gonna take a toll. And Rando just took advantage. You got to give her credit, though. My God, it took him forever to put her away. And I really thought she was going to make a comeback at some point there. But Rando just basically, I guess you could say outworked. But I'd hate to say that about someone of Kira's ability. Because anybody can have a bad night. You never know. Anything can happen here in the LWF. Like I was saying, you never know what's going to happen. Just like you never know what's going to happen in this next match. We have a rematch from Halloween Havoc. The Ringers, the Union, Must and Wick versus the Hart Foundation.
To the ring, at a combined weight of 635 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champion, Marcus Dudley, and the Wick, the Union.
Where's Must's belt? Anyway, that's odd. That there's something up with his. I'll have to go in and look at that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the LWF Tag Team Champions, Must and Wick, taking on the people they beat for the titles at Halloween Havoc, the Hart Foundation. There's a fly in here trying to bother me. Must and Wick, fast rising young tag team here in the LWF, beating the Hart Foundation in their last meeting. The Hart Foundation now coming out.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Brett, the Hitman, Hart, the Hart Foundation.
Get this fly out of here. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the Hart Foundation, the former LWF Tag Team Champions. Not the most popular tag team anymore after attacking Must and Wick before their match with the Rock and Roll Express last week. But certainly respected amongst the tag teams here as Must starts off against the big man Neidhart. Much smaller man to Must. Must is a variable giant as far as that would go. And here we have Must Dudley taking it to Jim Neidhart. Dudley working on Neidhart. They have nice strikes there. And Neidhart lifts him up in that delayed suplex. Very, very nice delayed suplex by Jim Neidhart, and now drags Mus Dudley back into his corner. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, enjoying some of the best E-Fed action. And here we have the Hart Foundation. If you want to be part of the LWF, if you would like to take on the Hart Foundation, or maybe you want to challenge for the championship, or maybe you'd like to get revenge on Rando for Kira Love, however, whatever you want to do, just drop us a line. You can DM us on the Twitch channel, find us on Twitter at Back to the Ring, or comment, like and comment below on YouTube, and we'll work something out for you, and try and get you in, and you can be a part of the action, be a part of the LWF, live and die by the rise and fall of your specific creator wrestler. Right now, Bret Hart going after Mus Dudley, trying to get a Charlie horse in the big man's leg. Oof, I don't know what Bret was going for there, but Mus just ran him over like a train. The big elbow, and now sending okay, I've been corrected. No revenge for Gears on Rando. But nevertheless, maybe you'd like to take on Rando in your first match. Maybe you've got something to prove to Gears. Maybe you've got something to prove to Dr. Bob or D-Rod or Crusher. Maybe you want to take on Dusty Rhodes and see how you'd fare against him. Or answer Bama Dave's open challenge. Or get in a reverse atomic drop from Bret the Hitman Hart. Like Wick just did. Wick now sending Hart into the ropes. Big boot. So Bret the Hitman Hart takes him down, swings the momentum back in the direction of the, and now up in the air. Oh, big spine buster by Wick on Bret the Hitman Hart. Lifts him up, fall away slam. Wick, a multiple-time champion in WWC. They're a tag team champion in the LWF, along with Mus Dudley, one of the most decorated tag team competitors in WWC history. As Wick goes for this, looking for the spear now, and there it is. A big spear by Wick. Right there by Neidhart, though. Might want to drag him into the corner. No, he's not done. And now Wick gets him up. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh. And. Oof. A big slam by Mus Dudley on Jim Neidhart. As Wick continues to work over Bret Hart. Not exactly sure what he was talking about there, but now dragging Hart into the middle of the ring. Is he going to go for another? It looks like he's going for a pin again. One, not enough. As Wick trying to fire up this crowd. Mus Dudley in his corner. Jim Neidhart down on the ground. Now Wick just kind of standing around. Don't want to do that with Bret Hart. You let him regain too much energy. Let him rest. He's deceptive about how much punishment he can take and keep coming back. And Wick spending a lot of time playing to the crowd. And there you go, a big jawbreaker by Bret Hart on Wick. Sends him into the corner. And now a huge clothesline by Hart. Lifts him up. Oh. A pile driver by Bret the Hitman Hart to Wick Vaya. And now working that chin lock. Almost an STF. Or STO. I don't know. STFO? STFU? Is now Wick's head sent right into the corner now. The former tag team champions up on the second rope. Oof! That was a vicious move right there by the Hart Foundation. Neidhart needs to go for the pin right now. No, does not. Lifts Wick up. That might be a missed opportunity right there because that was a hellacious move and they just failed to capitalize against Wick and Must. And that's not a mistake you want to make against these two. Believe me, in their last match with the Hart Foundation, they took a lot of punishment. Pretty much everybody in the match was bleeding from the head. Everybody was walking around and exhausted. These two teams have fought long and hard with each other. Long and hard. With each other. What the hell? I hate it when that happens. I don't know what that was. My controller has a mind of its own sometimes. Now Wick making a comeback here on Neidhart. Still, again, playing to the crowd like every few seconds instead of tagging the fresh man in. His partner, Must, just standing on the sidelines. Wick, having taken a tremendous amount of punishment from the Hart Foundation, refusing to tag in his partner is not a good look for tag team champions. And now, there's a big spine buster again as Wick now looks like he's going for a power bomb. Yep. Big moves by Wick. But still not able to put Bret Hart or Neidhart away. Must Dudley has not been in this match since toward the very beginning. And now Neidhart in a knee bar, or he's got the ankle lock on him, sorry. Kicking his way out of the ankle lock right there by his corner too, so he doesn't have to go far to make a tag to Bret. No, still Neidhart does not tag Bret in. Now Bret looking for the tag, gets in. Wick still just standing there in the middle of the ring, not tagging his tag partner in. There's a clothesline from Wick. Going after Bret Hart. Now looking for something, maybe that big jackhammer. And here he goes again, going for that jackhammer. Hits it. There we go, 1, 2, and Bret Hart kicks out. Maybe, and this is, just being hypothetical here. If he had tagged in Must way earlier in the match when he was exhausted. Anyway, what do I know? Now, here comes Must Dudley. Going after Bret Hart. A single leg Boston Crab there on Bret Hart. Bret kicks out. Bret now turning Must around and sending him into the corner with a drop kick. Sends Must down to the canvas. Now Bret looking for something big here. Might be thinking sharpshooter. There he goes. He has it. Must really close to the ropes though. I don't know if he's going to be able to get him out. No, Must into the ropes in the sharpshooter. Bret not happy about that. I wouldn't be either. Bret now working over the arm of Must Dudley. dragging Must into the middle of the ring. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And Must kicks out. Probably about 2.5. Brett giving it all here in this match. All 4 competitors showing a lot of heart. Oh! But Must Dudley split open by the running bulldog from Bret the Hitman Hart. Oof! And another that elbow right to the temple. And here he goes. Looking for that sharpshooter again. He's got it. This time it's in the middle of the ring as he flips Must over. And Vic Vaya just stands there and watches his partner tap out to the former tag team champions and does not even try to get into the ring to help his partner. Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart getting the win here, and now attacking Must and Wick, throwing Wick out of the ring and attacking Must Dudley. After the match, and now throwing Must Dudley out of the ring. Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart relentless in their pursuit of the LWF Tag Team Championship. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was our show for the night. The LWF Saturday Night. We'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. 8 o'clock. Saturday night. You can be here. Of course, you can always watch us on YouTube. I guess search for LWF. I really don't, or search for Legends Wrestling Federation. I don't have our YouTube stuff done into the stream chat here. I'll post it later when I get it loaded up. But right now, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for coming by. Like and subscribe, please. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you so much for being in the chat. Coming out. I always enjoy it when we got some people in there talking and watching the show. Hope you enjoyed yourselves as much as I did putting on the show. Remember, if you want to find us, you can find us on Twitter at Back to the Ring. That's also the Twitter home of our podcast and where I make the majority of my snarky remarks about most modern professional wrestling. And you'll also be able to find me next week. This coming Wednesday, we'll be recording it. I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but there is a brand new Hedora Takes Manhattan podcast coming out in which there will be rankings of the entire Halloween series from Halloween to Halloween Kills and every single movie in between. We will be ranking them from worst to best, best to worst, upside down and backwards. So just keep a lookout for that. I'm sure I'll post about it on Twitter when it drops. And again, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This has been the end of our broadcast, but in the immortal words of the great Tully Blanchard, it's been your pleasure. Good night.